investment? How much is her investment worth? How much? I asked the question correctly. Well, I told you it's like 75,000, right?
Yeah, 75. You said 75,360 something.
So, how much I tell you your money was worth?
75,000. I think 75,360 somewhere around there.
Okay. Originally, I must have done it on the 18 million.
You
but
did.
Well, when it goes back to the 19.8 million, your investment is now worth. ChatGPT is confirming it. $79,360.
Okay, time two. Yeah, I'll be here. He did 79. I mean, he did 79. He did 200 when he first did it. So we do that time two.
So let's just round it up to 80,000. So this is worth at least 160,000 right now.
And that's just the 200.
That's just the 200. Right. The other 800 you put in, Leonard, a little bit later on. Yeah. Check out who this 800 is.
He got to figure out a market.
How long was it?
He can use yours.
He
can't use mine.
How long?
Why not?
How long later? How long was it later that you put the 800 in when you put the 200? About a week. It was about a week later, like 5 days. Okay. 5 days later.
He filled out on the form.
He don't remember what he filled out. But that's 800. So you are quite possibly at $1 million right now.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Hold on, did I just hear $1 million, Benito? I just got back. I just heard $1 million. Where did I hear $1 million at?
Yeah. This is somebody that came in with 200 and then a total of $1,000. So we guesstimate that what his price was when he first came in, but he's probably at least at $1 million right now.
He put in $200. You're saying?
At first, and he came back about a week later and put in 800. So he got it, but it was two different prices, of course.
Mm-hmm.
The latter was was maybe a week later.
Yeah.
But he did 800. So it's very possible that it could be $1 million overall.
Wow.
Because the 200 that he put in is worth about 160,000 now. At least.
So we looking at an opportunity where some people in the next week, if they put $1,000 in here, could potentially be $1 million.
Let me share with you all what y'all missed last night.
Yes, please.
Yeah, they had last night, Leonard. It was real good.
Yeah. And Nene was she was on the live feed, which he goes into the private session.
Uh-huh.
And he turns the audio off on the live feed.
Yeah.
So they couldn't hear, and it was so much. My wife would have to help me jog my memory as everything, but it was so overwhelming. He showed us a meme, not a meme coin, a regular crypto that he did for another country 2 years ago.
Uh-huh.
I don't think he did it for another country.
No.
He did it, and it went off the chart. You can't even get the money that it's worth.
But I think he said he did it for
Marquis said he did create the coin. No, I'm talking about for another country. I don't think he did it for another country. He definitely created it. No, wait. What am I missing? He said that he created. Okay, according to Marquis, he said he created it for that country.
Not the one that he's going to today. I don't know. We might be confused, but no, I ain't confused. She ain't confused. Because
I get the facts down pat. So he wanted us to know that this is not his first rodeo. This is something that he's thought through, and he don't like to lose, and he didn't want to come off as arrogant, but he basically came off as arrogant, like this is what he do. Right. So 2 years ago, he created a coin, but the coin, the market cap was like billions, and the liquidity was like trillions, which means that you couldn't even get you couldn't even get the money because it's just too astronomical. Right. So, but he showed us, and it was there just to show us what he doing, what he can do. Right. And then he was showing us how he can manipulate the bots, which in turn is like, okay, so have you ever bought crypto and you've seen it like what they call those candles? Yeah. Where it's like green and red.
Yes. Okay,
so like traditionally the candles will have what's called wicks on them, like at the top and at the bottom.
Right.
Well, he's learned to manipulate the bots that you don't get the wicks. You see what I'm saying? So the bots cannot tank his crypto is what it is. Oh, okay. He manipulate them so that they can go down, but they can't tank his coin.
Got it.
Yes. And he manipulated it to where when they do, like when the bots, that means the bots is buying when it goes, they're buying when it's green, then it's selling when it's red. Right. So he manipulated in a way that when it goes down, if you ever notice and you're looking at it when it goes down, it's red. And then when it starts going back up, you see it go higher than where it was before. Right. He did that. He did that with the cheat codes that he got. Okay.
So he programs it to go higher. No, if it goes down, it's gonna go back higher than it was. Guaranteed.
Right.
Okay.
Right. And he was just trying to win everybody's confidence because there was a lot of people there, probably thought he was scamming or whatever, and that he used that to kind of gain.
Yes, that's credibility.
Like, hey,
that's credibility.
I'm not telling you something that I think. I'm telling you what I know. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
We have some interesting dynamics on our team because you all may know, you've heard me talking about my friend Peter, pastor out in LA. Yep. Peter Baptiste. Right. His wife is from Guyana.
Oh,
She's
wow.
from there.
Wow.
Right.
Peter spent a lot of time over there, right? Yeah. And a couple of years ago, oil was discovered in Guyana.
Oh, that's awesome.
And American corporations have been coming in there, and they're doing a lot of development. It has the fastest growing economy on the planet.
Wow. Yeah.
It's an English-speaking black country.
Right.
They're independent.
Right.
But they've been basically very poor. He's over there right now meeting with the heads of state.
Yes.
They're declaring, I think tomorrow when he arrives, they're declaring it as National Jubilee Day.
Yeah, y'all hear that?
On national news media, they're going to be interviewing him and over the whole nation. And it's so exciting. There's a bank over there that is going to back Juby with gold. Literally.
He told me about this. I'm so glad.
And then he's got 14 other nations that are excited about Juby also. It's looking like they're going to make Juby their national currency. They're going to be issuing, I think, Visa debit cards, Visa bank cards. They've got a bank, a tribal bank that is not only endorsing Juby, Juby to be because the currency in Guyana is 200 of their dollars to $1 US right now. $1 US is worth 200 of their dollars. My goodness! So they're extremely excited. What the developer is hoping that he can create 1,000 millionaires who will see the opportunity of investing in this smart city, well, smart cities plural, that they are developing in Guyana. Whether you choose to live in them physically or if you choose to Airbnb them out, it's going to be an incredible investment. So you can build a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home over there for $50,000, right? And Damon knows how to do that. You might want to mention that, Damon, to these people on the phone.
I was just waiting. Yeah,
for like $15,000. Go ahead, Damon.
Mm-hmm. We have a patented brick that we've been using in Haiti since the earthquake in Haiti in 2010. It requires no mortar. It's mortarless, meaning it's an interlocking brick that we have the exclusive patents to in the United States of America, right here in Florida. And we have a training program where we're training construction workers to be able to scale up and to be able to handle the demand of providing affordable housing. We were focusing on the FEMA victims who were displaced and lost their homes. So in St. Petersburg, Florida, right now, there's hotels and hotels that they sent them to, and they could never. They lost their whole apartment complexes, were washed away, all of that. Because Tampa, the flood water was right there at the bridge anyway. When they were leaving Tampa, all of the water was right there at the bridge. So these poor neighborhoods, these are predominantly people in economically depressed neighborhoods already, apartment complexes full of families, low-income families, and they're still in the hotels right now, y'all. So FEMA no longer has a voucher for them, so now they have to pay the hotel $1,800. Yeah, you heard me, $1,800 a month. From nothing. So that's our project right now, where we're scaling up and we're trying to use our brick to get down to St. Petersburg and get down in the Tampa area and get property in Orlando and all of that. But we were already scaling up our program to meet that demand when the 3 hurricanes hit us, when they called us about Juby. So the developer, as soon as Benito told him about me, he flew down here, met with me to see if what we were talking about is real, and it's definitely real. So we are going to be positioning ourselves to be one of the first millionaires with $1,000 in this group, and the sole developer over there building with this brick. So if y'all want a affordable house, if y'all want to, first of all, if we all, everybody on this call, we should be talking about building resorts. We should be talking about building whole communities. We should be talking about building hospitals. I'm talking about you can build a house for $50,000. A whole house.
Wait. God dang. Hold on, okay? Hold on.
Yeah.
Has he met Marquise?
No. He's in Orlando.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, then we already got 2-3 ways. Leonard don't have.
Bring Marquise in because he can help me explain what was shared with us.
All right, okay, do that.
Yeah, that's why I called, because I missed it all last night, so that's why I'm here. Yeah.
Damon needs Leonard.
Okay. How you doing, Leonard?
I'm doing great, Dave. You doing all right today, man?
Yes, sir. Glad to be a part of this group.
Leonard he doesn't do much publicly anymore, but he is the graphics man we used to call anytime we needed a document or anything to explain something. we call it. We gotta have this Johnsonized. We call it what he does is Johnsonization, right?
You guys send him on. You guys.
His last name.
His name was Leonard Johnson. So
okay.
if you want something Johnsonized, we knew where to go, right?
I definitely want some. I got tons of stuff to be Johnsonized right now. We need to hook up.
He charges big money these days. He didn't bring out his skill.
But I got Juby coins. Money's not an option. I got Juby coins. Money's not an option.
Oh man, I did it. I learned to do the skill set out of just a lack of funds because everywhere I went, they would charge thousands of dollars to create logos.
Yeah.
So I just figured out how to do it myself.
Wow.
And over a period of time, it accumulated to something even. It surpassed my expectations.
Yeah.
It started to grow and grow.
Yeah.
Right now I'm more focused on my passion. Literally, is live people.
Mm-hmm.
It's speaking. It's connecting with individuals.
Yeah.
That's what my passion is right there more than anything.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Nene, were you able to get Marquise on?
No, because I already got Leonard on, and I don't want to knock him off.
See, do I have Marquise's telephone? I think I can add it. Let me get him here. I'll add him. Hold on, real quick. I want to tell y'all something. Okay.
Damon, and he gone. Did he knock him off?
No, he's still. I think.
You can add in more than one person, Uncle Benito.
I do have his number here. Because he got a new number.
Oh yeah. Let Leonard call him. Uncle Benito, you can add on more than one person to your conference call. He gone. I think he knocked off Damon.
Okay.
No, I'm here. I want. Hey, Benito, can you please let the group? Benito, can you please let the group know that every time we talk like this, I record this so I could take notes and stuff. So I don't want. I just want everybody to know that every time Benito calls me and doing these calculations, I record it. All right. So I don't want that to be.
Okay, I gotta get off. I'm just playing. Okay, I'm just being silly. My name is Janita. They call me Nene. I'm Uncle Benito's niece.
Mm-hmm. How you doing? Nice to meet you. It's a pleasure.
I'm good. Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, we all family. That's my Uncle Benito too since Oakwood, 1975. I've been calling him Uncle Benito. My dad and him was running around the campus, and me and my sister was 2 and 4. So he my Uncle Benito too.
Okay.
Well,
I know I interrupted, but he was in a good flow.
Yeah, right.
And I interrupted.
I'm trying to remember what I was going to tell you. Marquise could have helped me, and at least when she's here, she'll help to jog my memory about all the things that were mentioned last night. But there's a bank. It seemed like he talked about maybe 2 different institutions that want to be a part of Juby, and they're offering various types of support. Multiple millions of dollars are going to be ingested in Juby any day now, right? He's actually catching a flight. I thought it was this morning, but it's actually this evening, tonight, to fly to Guyana, the country we're talking about. And he won't be back until the 10th. And so it was critical to have been, I know it was all possible. You guys missed something that we started, the event started at 6 p.m. We didn't leave there till 1 o'clock this morning.
Right.
Nobody left. Well, one lady did have to get up and leave, but everybody's mouths just dropped and hit the floor because what we began to realize is that we are millionaires.
Marquise is one of the one percenters because of this. Okay, so because I'll shorten it up for you guys. Basically, Juba is going to be back in gold. They have a bank right now that's going to hold the gold in a vault. And basically, it's going to be used like collateral for the bank to do what it's going to do for us. You're going to have a card, a debit card that spends your Juby. Like you got a Juby card is basically what you're going to have from a bank. And what the reason, so he let us know that, he don't need us, right? Because he manipulated the box. So he could be a billionaire if he wanted to just by himself. He said, but it's no fun being rich by yourself. Right. So he's building a community in Guyana, Ghana, however you say it. So I don't know if you guys know, but they found oil in Ghana. Guyana, however you say it. And so we all know that per them, this is what we say for white people. White people are wonderful people, and black people are beautiful people. That's how you know we talking about black and white. Okay. So the wonderful people are going to be swarming in on them to try to take as much of their land and this and that as they can, right? Right. But what Juby is going to do, and we're going to be a part of it, you have the opportunity to buy homes over there. They're going to build a smart community. And we can buy the homes for like $50,000. And the community is going to be like a resort where here in America, we can do it as Airbnb. Like we're going to own the property there, and we'll be getting Airbnb money when people go over there to visit. Right. But in return, you helping the people of Guyana, however you say it. We're helping them with Juby, and we're also helping them keep their land. Because the colonizers trying to come over there. Yeah. So, basically, like, we're just gonna be like a support team for these different countries, because this is just the first country that he's doing this with. He said 13, 14. He's going to do this with 14 countries. Like I heard he's dealing with their prime ministers.
That's what he's meeting. That's what he's meeting with. There was something else about that that just slipped my mind. I was trying. It's very important.
It's just so much you ain't know, man.
Yeah, it was so much that he shared, but there was something else real important that he said. It'll come back to me. But wow. In other words, as we were listening, we began to understand more and more that we are. Okay. For instance, the regular meme coins, they start publicly. And they do what they're going to do. They live for a matter of minutes, matter of hours, maybe a matter of days, and then they're gone. Okay, right. They do the rug pull, right? Mm-hmm. But what if the big question was, the big experiment has been, what if we create a community of people that gain a major share of a coin with no intention to dump it? Mm-hmm. And then you create a utility like the project in Guyana that is a use-based.
So I want you to stop saying what if, because it's not a what if, it is a is.
Right. I'm just saying. I'm saying. No. I'm just saying that was the idea. I know.
Or just say when we execute. Different. When we execute the utility in Guyana, there we go. That was what I was saying.
Yes.
Right. Yes. Yeah. When we.
It's not a what if.
Yes. As we execute.
Yes.
Yes.
But yes, ma'am.
I hear you, sis. I hear you, sis. I hear you, Auntie Benito. I hear you.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
I don't want you to demean this by no.
I hear you, Auntie. Yes.
No,
Come on, Aunt.
my mind that
Come on, Aunt.
that I'm trying to remember that is so phenomenal. Everybody was sitting there with their mouths open. They're looking at the developer like, we're sitting there in front, and as he's talking, I'm looking at the people, and so much of what he was saying.
Gonna rinse and repeat, do the same thing for 13 countries. We're
Yeah.
gonna have corn for 13
Right.
countries.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, it's gonna be phenomenal.
Yeah.
But we begin to realize what we are involved in, guys. This is amazing. There was a man there last night who he was like, "Listen, I know what you're talking about." He said, "I'm from Guyana. I know exactly what you're talking about, right?" So, we might be able to acquire land. No, we're going to. It's might, because some of us might choose not. Some of us might choose not to. I don't know why, but we're going to acquire land that they're going to want. We're going to have oil wells on it. You understand?
Have what? Have what?
Oil wells.
Oh, mercy.
Do you know what happens to people when they strike oil on their land?
Yeah, they move to Beverly. No, I was playing.
What they call it, black gold, Texas tea.
Yeah, Texas tea.
Well, but there was so much more that he talked about. It's just,
Well, he was talking about the weapons that he created and with the
Yeah,
and all that.
yeah.
He's just building.
He was giving some of his background. Yeah. I've always known that he was very technical, very, very technology-oriented guy, right? Well, he had major arms contracts with the federal government. Okay, he developed how to take, and he had a technology device that had the technology of an Apple cell phone, and put it almost chip size inside of every AR-15, so that not only could you locate that weapon, you could program that weapon to do various things. And when they found out that the owner of the company was black, the Army decided they did not want a black man.
Okay, let me tell you.
Let me finish.
No, because you forgot the most important.
I'm very sorry. This is the way I communicate, baby.
I see me on it.
They realized that since a black man owned this technology, that he would have the ability, because a lot of these weapons are being distributed to police forces around the country, right? In America and abroad. So they realized that if a black man, he may have an interest, and he could remotely program that weapon to not shoot black people.
You're totally wrong, so that don't even have to be.
All right, let my wife finish.
He messed it up.
Thank you, Auntie. Come on, Auntie.
The reason why they turned him down was because he did it. He programmed it where it would not shoot black people.
Wow.
And it came from his child. She said, "Hey, Daddy," she's like, "if you can program the weapon, because the weapon can tell when it was fired,
wow,
what time every round came out. It could tell just everything." And then so he said he was in the kitchen, and his daughter say, "Hey, Daddy, if you could program the gun to do all of that, can you program it not to kill black people?" And he said yes.
So they said they wanted to buy his company. So we can't let you continue developing these for the Army unless we own the company. And he wasn't willing to sell his company. So he had to walk away.
Good for him.
But he's been developing weapons for the military.
Salute to him.
Yeah. like the highest type tech, like Archie was talking about, like he whatever he invented is so huge, like they want it so bad from him.
He's really a scientist.
Like, no,
okay.
Google it.
So what this means is
you can Google his company and everything.
What this means is once again he doesn't need money. He's not driven by money.
Right.
That's all that's
right.
That's all that's saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's saying to the group, I don't need your money. If I wanted money, if I was motivated by money, I could have had all of the money in the world from all of these contracts. So,
and here's the thing.
Salute.
Damn, you know how we ran with 5 links?
Yes.
We run with so many different things.
Yes.
We built these huge 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 member teams, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, he's not that kind of. He hadn't been involved in that kind of stuff. So he's really has commissioned us to create these 1,000 people in 1,000 hours that are going to experience 1,000x. But we've all come from failed opportunities, and people, even our loved ones, can't even talk to them, right? And so we're sitting here with the best opportunity in our lives.
Hold up.
And we can't even bring people into this thing.
5 links wasn't a failed opportunity, Nito. From 2014 to 2015, when we had our run with E.T. the hip hop preacher, they made $200 million profit 2014 and 2015.
Wow.
That was not a failed. We said we were going to come in there and do 90-day game plans. That's a 90-day challenge to everybody in the company, and then go to nationals and do a big reward ceremony, right? Every 90 days. And we did that 2014 to 2015. And it worked so effectively that the company made more. The only thing that happened was E.T. and I and you and so many of us stopped doing those 90-day game plans in 2015. So I don't think and to be honest, I'm reaching out to the 30 top individuals in 5 links that did that. Starting on from tomorrow in Orlando, Florida for a whole week. At the Ritz-Carlton, I'm launching the relaunch of that core group.
Right.
All right.
That's real good. That's good. Here's the only thing, Damon. Here's what's happening. This is what he explained to us. Mm-hmm. There's not going to be another pre-launch event. The door is closing on the 13th.
Right.
The door is closing.
Mm-hmm.
And so, really, when everybody was sitting around, we had a large group there last night, and their mouths were just open, just dropped. And I'm looking at their eyes, and a lot of them really can't understand. It's just not really grasping this thing, right? A lot of people don't trust, and instead of coming into the private community, they are going online and finding ways to buy the coin publicly. And he addressed that too. He's like, okay. And we saw it last night. Alicia and I, he said, why would you go on the public side where you're subject to volatility, you're subject to the market, and the market is extremely volatile. So some of you will go out there and put a couple $100 on the public side, and you see those red candles?
Yeah.
How long does that red candle have to be to take out your $200?
Right.
Just take it out.
Yeah. Yep.
Bottom it out.
It'll eat it up.
And he's saying, he looked at how fast the market cap was growing last night. He said, oh, that's too fast. I might have to fix that. And Lisa called what he was saying. I don't think anybody else did. He can go create a red candle. You know what I'm saying? But if you're on the public side, you don't know. See, he explained last night that overtly through his Twitter account for the people in the private community, he's going to send out, he's not going to create an inside trader type of thing, but he's just going to send a signal. He said, when you see this symbol in my Twitter account, and it has this arrow, this up arrow or down arrow, a little birdie said, buy. said sell, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if you're on the public side, if the little birdie knows that there's going to be a red candle ahead of time, that little birdie going to send out a signal that says it's time to sell. They ain't going to say it. We know what that signal means.
Right.
Are y'all hearing me?
Yes. Okay, hold on.
Alicia and I, and we heard, Alicia paid attention to what he said. And
Marquise told me about it last night.
She told me, Alicia said he's getting ready to, he's going to make it drop.
Yes.
Between tonight and tomorrow. And
what happened?
While we were asleep.
While y'all were asleep. I saw.
Okay.
They stayed up all night.
Now here's what I made a statement that was incorrect earlier today, and somebody corrected me. If it bottoms out, well, some people don't understand or know. You own that coin, and if your value on the public side went to zero, you still own it. So when it comes back, you're not out. But it has happened to some people. Some of our members have gone on the public side and put coin, bought some, and they don't know. They're novices at this, so they don't really know. And when they saw a red candle and it would drop way down that one time, they got out at a loss. They sold it. And then it came back, but they were not. So
and they
on
that money.
On the public side, you don't know what's going on. Okay, you're on the developers team, and when the developer's getting ready to do something, maybe a major ingestion is coming in, or a drop has occurred. He's like saying, "Okay, y'all saw that, right? It's time to buy, right?" And when you get that signal, don't wait till you get off work, Leonard. Pull over to the side of the road and buy immediately.
What's the signal when you see what?
He drew
a bird.
There's a bird, beak, and an arrow, a triangle, or a triangle pointing down. And if it's one triangle, that's 10%. If it's two triangles, that's 20%. If it's three triangles, that's 30%.
He said he's gonna send that bird. He's gonna reveal that bird somewhere.
Everybody's when you signed up, you were supposed to sign up for X so that you can get the notification.
Oh yes.
Twitter is X, right? Twitter is X. You saw the Juby token one, correct? Right. Then you just start following Juby. And he's going to have notifications. I haven't started yet, but when we start getting our disbursements.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
That's when he's going to say, like when you start getting your disbursements, he might send out a notification on X and say, the little bird, and then it's going to have like your triangle pointed up or down for sale or buy, and then it depends on how many triangles it is as to what percentage
10, 20,
that you should buy or sell. Okay, question. Oh wow! I can't believe it just leaked out like that. Hold on, let me think. Shoot. Oh yeah. Let them know about what they said about the 10% thingy or whatever, when they're gonna do the first payout and how we gotta that email and stuff.
You got
to give them our Phantom.
If you haven't already created a Phantom wallet, create a Phantom wallet. Get your wallet address and send it to the email address. You may want to text Anthony.
The email address is in the thing.
I didn't see it.
Text what facilitator you said, Unc?
You said what thing?
Okay, Alicia.
So if you guys look at the PDF, you can text the facilitator or whoever's answering the questions within that PDF. Also, the email is already there that you're supposed to send your Phantom Juvie wallet to, address to. Wait, what PDF are you talking about? We don't even, where did that sense? When you got, yeah, the one you got when you signed up for everything, it had all the A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. Janita probably signed up for, updated. Yeah, it's updated. So you should be able to still click on one of those QR codes and see all that information.
All right, very important. If you have not read every letter of that document, he updates it. When he updates it on his end, it updates everywhere else. The videos have changed. The speaker of the video voice has changed, and there's more information. So read every. So we just supposed to randomly just go and check it every once in a while. Absolutely. So nothing is put out. Okay. So nothing's put out an update. It's just every day, just click on it and see if it's been updated. Right there within that little. Yeah. Yeah. So you can communicate with the developer when you get your. You should get your Phantom wallet tonight. I'll send you a link. Send the address. No, he needs to. Everybody's got to read that document. For the frequently asked questions. The email is under the frequently asked questions. That's the email address that you send your Phantom Juvie address to. Okay. Your name, I think you said your name, and then your Phantom wallet address. Yeah. I didn't know nothing about. You've already done that, bro. So if you click on it, you look up under the frequently asked questions, and then that's where you'll see that email. And then to the bottom right, if you had any additional questions, you can click on that little box that says text, and you can physically text them and ask whatever questions you need to ask. Something else is very important, you guys. Leading up to the 13th, because the 13th is the final countdown of the 1,000 hours, and the private community is closed. No one else can get in, right? Mm-hmm. Make sure that someone other than you has your login to your Phantom wallet, all that stuff, because if something were to happen to you, right, and it's gone, can nobody get to it? It's extremely important. Okay. Because they just put me in the hospital, y'all. He was, because I set up everything. He said, if you had to go to the hospital, so now you finna kill me? So you could. I was like, why you gotta go to the hospital? That's funny.
Auntie Benito. Auntie Benito.
Yeah.
In our course that I'm definitely going to start now, guaranteed. We also want to teach them how to load it onto the digital wallet. I don't know if y'all familiar with the digital wallets, but there's a little teenager who was one of the first Bitcoin multi-millionaires. Andrew Finman is his name. But this was like in 2016, 2017. But they have these digital Bitcoin wallets. And everybody was using them in Venezuela when their economy tanked, but they all had Bitcoin. So it allows you to put your Bitcoin safely on your digital wallet. And in cases of financial hardship or whatever, Venezuela's economy went down, but those who had Bitcoin, they traveled across the border, they came to the United States, bought property in with Bitcoin and got started all over again. So maybe that's a course or something we might want to think about teaching our people, because a lot of them don't even know anything about any of this, but that's where you have to go in this volatile time with financial insecurity.
Yeah, she was talking about that. One of the ladies that helped them facilitate the little meetings and stuff. Mm-hmm. She was talking about, starting little groups, support groups and stuff.
Yeah.
Just what you was talking about. Mm-hmm.
I would advise everybody, when you get your Phantom wallet, to go to Amazon and order you a little digital. It's a digital. It's all it is a USB. It's a digital USB, but it's a wallet that you could plug up to any computer when you get anywhere, and you could travel with it. So that's the way to back up and safeguard what Uncle Benito was saying. Have somebody have a separate thing. If you have your Phantom wallet and you have a digital card or digital wallet, and then you give that to your wife or your oldest child or whatever, you give both of them to them to guarantee you always can back up and safeguard your wealth.
But that was another reason, Damon, that he was saying the significance of Juby being backed by gold.
Yes.
And having the support of the bank.
Right.
And us having the Juby cards, because we wouldn't have to do all that trade, sending it to other exchanges to cash it out.
That's good.
Let me ask you a question.
The first payment is coming through Juby, correct? The first payment.
All of them.
All of your payments are going to come through Juby, but he don't know when. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. I meant Phantom. I meant your first. Phantom. Your Phantom. Yeah, your Phantom thing. I don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all, everything y'all saying, telling me, I don't have nothing. I don't have that. I don't have that.
Yes,
you got time to get it.
It's okay. Yeah, but it's inside of the document.
Yeah, you just got to look at the document.
You got to read. Listen.
If it hasn't been sent to me, then
it updates. Okay, whatever you have, when you signed up, that document has been updated.
You come out the original document that don't want to.
Yes. Yes.
And you said they're sending out cards. Did he say he just said after it closes at some point soon after it closes they'll be sending out Juby cards? Is that what they're saying?
No, that's coming down the pipe. That's not going to be on the 13th. That's coming down the pipe.
Yeah, I'm saying later. Later on.
He's going over there to Guyana to meet with that bank.
Okay.
And work on getting all that established. Do you all remember the recording artist named Tony Terry?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, that's
When I'm with you. Ain't that when I'm
with you?
He
was at the event. He was at the event. Okay. Alicia recognized me. I didn't know who he was. He was there, and his managers were there, and are very involved in this opportunity. Matter of fact, she was kind of leading out.
Wow.
Really interesting.
Wow.
Did Marquise tell you that he was all offended because Marquise didn't know who he was? Yeah, I explained to Marquise why he was, because when you get older and stuff, they kind of hurt your heart for people not to recognize you. He's 60 years old.
Yeah.
Right. Why would Marquise is 30? Why would he just automatically know who Tony Terry is? That's not even his time period. I know. I'm just saying, it was just a man's ego. You know how that is. Right.
He was there until 1 o'clock. He didn't budge. His mouth dropped, from what was being shared, But
I don't have what you're talking about. I'll send it to you, Janina, because he. Thank you, girl. Because I'm like, okay. I don't have that. What are you talking about? I don't have it. And so on here, does it tell me what to do as far as sending my? The new one will. The one he's going to keep sending it now. It will. Okay, to send my address. My Juby, not Juby, god dang. No, I went through it and I didn't see it tell you to send it. That's the only thing that it don't say is to send your Phantom wallet address. But it show you how to create a Phantom wallet and all that good stuff.
Okay, here's Marquise. I'm gonna put Marquise in here. Hold on.
Okay.
Hey Marquise, so I got Nene, Leonard, and Damon on here. So we're all in here together.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Alicia and I are trying to share some of the information that was shared last night. Certain things I know I've forgotten, but it was so much.
And hold on, Marquise. Before you tell that, one of the big reasons that I wanted you on here was because Damon was talking about stuff that you was talking about last night. One was on the phone about Damon, you talking about the bricks and the stuff y'all doing for the Haitians, and I wanted Marquise to hear about that too.
Yes.
That's a big deal. That's gonna be big to him.
Yes. Marquise, how you doing?
Hey, Damon, how you doing, brother?
I'm great. I'm another nephew of Uncle Benito and Auntie Benito. I actually was at Oakwood with the facilitator and so not only was I there with Uncle Benito in the 70s, in the 90s, I was there with this team that's programming Juvie. So we are very, very, very connected on this project. I know both of them very heavily, very well. But here in Orlando, Florida, we were blessed in 2020 when COVID hit. A gentleman that was in.
That noise? I'm sorry, what's that background noise?
Sound like somebody's puppy or something. Yeah, in 2020, a gentleman who had been working in Haiti since the earthquake had not working, been building. He had been building homes. As soon as the earthquake hit, he and his team had already had a patented brick outside of the U.S. that they were building with. So they descended on Haiti and they began building for 10 years affordable housing in Haiti to rebuild the country. So COVID-19 hits and they came to Orlando, Florida because our weather, our everything. But the Paramore neighborhood in Orlando, Florida is like Beirut. Literally, the Skid Row in Paramore, right next to the Amway Arena, is literally modern day Beirut. So people sleeping out on the ground. If they can't get into the homeless coalition, they all just sleep out on the ground. And so he came here to see if anybody was interested in partnering in the U.S. to be able to provide affordable housing since the economy was shut down in 2020. And one of my individuals who was homeless at the church that I used to go to, and I have a mentoring program at Mount Sinai Educational Complex. And I had no clue that he, his sister, and his mom were homeless while he was on my basketball team and a counselor in my summer camp. But he and his sister and his mom were in that group that were sleeping in the homeless coalition. So he was now running the homeless coalition as a volunteer. And so God had just worked it out to where when this guy came with the opportunity, my guy who had been volunteering and doing work for the homeless and the less fortunate, he got the opportunity to be the partner and bring the brick to the U.S. He invested in the brick, built a warehouse. He manufactures the brick to this day in a $10 million warehouse, fully functional and operational. And we have built the retail side to his manufacturing side. So now that we had this opportunity, so when I say mortarless, I'm saying no mortar. The cost for building homes, you have to pay top dollar for the brick masons to level and put each level of brick on top of the mortar and then level it. So all over the house, you have to have many brick masons at the same time building. You can't just have one brick mason. That's what the cost. That's why it costs so much for the house, because it'll be uneven and unlevel without a master brick mason. So that's where the cost comes in. And You eliminate that army of brick masons by locking this brick together, and you save hundreds and hundreds of thousands. And the bigger you build the building, the more hundreds of thousands you save. So, 3-story. I mean,
So they
bedroom.
lock together like Legos.
Yeah. It's a lot more complex than just the way the design that they designed it, because it had to be hurricane proof, because they was dealing with the hurricanes in Haiti. So it is much more complex than the regular Lego size, but it's the same dimension. When it locks, it's the same exact dimension as the other bricks in Home Depot. That's what's so beautiful about it. It's the same size, it's the same dimension. So the construction worker, once it's locked together, they build with it exactly like they build with any other standard concrete brick. Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. So
it
we
greatly
excited.
reduces the cost of construction.
Yes, right. Huge.
You saying like $50,000 or something for a house or something?
Yeah, he has you give him the square footage on a home, and he could take the dimensions of your floor plan, and he'll tell you. But I did that with a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath house that normally would cost me $150,000-$200,000, and it came back. It was like under $30,000. Same house that they selling in my neighborhood for $200,000. Fully,
right.
Boom. You know what I'm saying? That's a game changer. That's an absolute game changer.
Oh yeah.
And you were saying that you met with the what y'all call him, the
facilitator.
The one, the one over Juby that he came down to Florida to talk to you about.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All these projects.
Absolutely. Yep. He flew down.
That's what I wanted, Mark. I wanted you to go.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. So Uncle Benito had told the facilitator about what I had going on, and when we got on the phone, he realized that we were at Oakwood together, hoop with his brother, all of that. Boom. He jumped on the plane that night. No. I take that back. I was at camp with my son, so he didn't jump on the plane that night. So when I got back home, he came down the very next day, spent the whole day with me. I took him to my team, and he was even more impressed once he saw the opportunity. And so me and my team, we are going to definitely position ourselves to be one of those groups of millionaires who will help them develop Guyana, because I plan on putting the same exact warehouse that's here, the manufacturing one and the retail one, they're in Guyana. You know what I'm saying? So that when y'all come to order bricks and all of that, I plan to be the construction company that'll be building with y'all there.
Oh wow! Okay, cool, man.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Hey, Damon.
You got all that line, man. It's a pretty expensive story right there, bro.
God been blessing, man. God has truly been blessing us.
Not for sure.
Hey, Damon.
Yes, sir.
As a sidebar, I want to share this with you. 2 years ago, my stepdaughter was graduating from high school, and she developed a boyfriend. They had graduated together. So he comes by the house to meet me. He sits down on the couch and he shows me a letter from a college in Florida that was offering him a scholarship. And I didn't remember the name of the school. He chose not to accept the scholarship. Full ride, right, to go to become a game developer, a video game developer, right? Mm-hmm. I tried my best to convince him that this was a great opportunity, that he should take it. And a couple of days ago, it dawned on me that I remembered the name of the college that he was going to attend. So I texted my stepdaughter to ask him what was the name of that school that offered him that scholarship that he denied. He wouldn't take it. And it came back, it was is called Full Sail. You follow me?
Yeah.
Do you hear him, Jamie?
Yeah, I hear you.
He turned down a scholarship from Full Sail. Tell them what Full Sail is to you.
He turned down the scholarship? Wow.
He turned it down because
Wow.
he's a mama's boy. He couldn't see himself leaving Alabama.
Wow.
Dang.
Wow.
Yes.
Full Sail is for film, recording arts. Every single album on the Grammys has a Full Sail graduate that produced it, engineered it, mixed it, mastered it. So every time they do the Grammys at the Grammys, the school Full Sail holds a Grammys party because every time it's a song, blah blah blah, so and so won Song of the Year, right? When you look at the credits of who recorded, the engineer, I'm talking about the audio engineers that recorded it, produced it, then mixed it, they all come from my school, right? Same thing in film. Every Oscars, you'll have the movie of the year, you have blah 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 blah. When they go through the list of things, we have Oscar party at our school because all of Hollywood comes to our school to hire everybody because it's the best school in the world in graphic arts, game design, computer animation, web, anything with digital media, anything. It is the best school in the world, hands down. Best kept secret. It ain't a best kept secret. All of the high production industries know that it's the best place in the world. Okay, so
now how many of them are now working for EA Sports?
What?
Developing.
In my first month in 2005, so the beautiful thing about the school is they start degree courses every month. Okay, so it's not like a traditional schedule. So all of the programs in February, game design, recording arts, blah blah blah. Every degree program in the campus, you have a new set of graduates who are going to graduate 2 years from now, and they're all starting together in February. Okay, and then we all graduate together 2 years later in the month of March after we finish our 24-month course. You see what I'm saying? So every month you have a new group of 2-year graduates who are going to be together on campus the whole time, right? And so when I realized that concept and I looked and I saw 24 months down the line, I'm going to graduate with all of these people. And I got right here in my class everything that I need to make films, to make games, to make everything. I'm like, I'm only focusing on recording arts, but I need all of them if I'm going to go into business and do blah, blah, blah. But we're only together 3 months. After the 4th month, they split you and you focus only on what your program is. And you're way on the other side of campus. And you know what I'm saying? You won't see each other again until graduation. So we went to lunch. I pulled my class together. I was like, listen, man, we need to create a website in 3 months where we can have access to each other. And everybody's like, yo, that's genius, yo. We need, because in month 12, we're gonna need to do projects and all of that. And I'm gonna need audio and I'm gonna need a web designer and I'm gonna need a logo. And we don't do all of those things, but if we got a website, I could just get on the website. It was like, let's build it. Man, in 90 days, they built the website. This is before Facebook, y'all. This is before Facebook. There was no Facebook at the time. We built the Facebook for businesses, literally, right? It was called Reel to Reels. We launched it at a Florida music festival down here, and the faculty and the city and the campus could not believe that. Month 3 students at Full Sail had designed an interacting social media. It was everything that you could post your videos on there. You could send posts. Before there was a Facebook, they created it. You know what I'm saying? And EA Sports came to our campus and heard, and all of them got hired at EA. They at EA Sports right now. I mean, they was making top 1% earner income in 2005, 2006, right? They couldn't even get hired until graduation, but they had the job, right? So as soon as they graduate, they go into their dream jobs, and they've been here in Orlando just trying to bless me because they benefited from my idea, and I was just trying to stay connected. You know what I mean? So that's how powerful Full Sail is. Full Sail is that powerful.
And that's my future son-in-law. He turned the scholarship down. He doesn't have a job right now.
Well, I'm very, very connected. So if you want to revisit it, we could get him a scholarship. If you want to revisit it,
he plays video games.
I know, right? Hey, you hear exactly what he told? Y'all, you be able to get him a scholarship if y'all need to later.
Yeah.
Yo, Benito, he should be getting paid to play video games.
Right.
The number one thing that the number one career, if you go on Indeed, if the number one career for research and development with EA Sports and them, they paid over $100,000 for people to test their games before they bring them to market.
Right. There you go.
And see, he's the guy. He should be doing. I want you to talk to him one day, man.
Yeah, they have a job just for that, for people to play their games that their people have designed, and they're trying to decide should they bring it to market or not. And they pay people to play the game all day and come up with fixes and bugs and all. They pay top dollar, $120,000, $130,000 a year. That's what I be telling my son. I'm like, I'm not telling you not to do the thing that you love. I'm just telling you to get paid doing the thing that you love.
Right. Absolutely.
That's awesome. So you just want to bring that up so he could tell you that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So getting back to last night was incredible. Marquise, do you want to share anything about what we?
Please, Marquise. Please.
The secret stuff.
Because I was at a recital for my son, so I missed everything. So I'm trying to get from y'all.
Me and Alicia, we were kind of all over the place. So, what do you think was real key?
Yeah. I'll say. I mean, I wish I could know what you guys had already spoke on, but I mean,
tell me this, Marquise.
Yeah.
Do you have a renewed level of commitment, belief? Where is your level of belief now?
Well, if I would be 100% transparent with y'all, right? My level of conviction came the first time I sat down with the developer and Anthony myself, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was before the first meeting. Then that second level of conviction came through when once we had the meeting with everybody, that first one, and then this one, I wouldn't even say about conviction. I say this previous meeting, I already kind of think outside the box, but what this previous meeting did for me was to help me understand that whatever I was trying to conceptualize or trying to have some range of control and direction over, it's 10 times 1,000
beyond
over
that
what I was ever to even try to fathom, right? So, talking to Uncle Benito even last night before he dropped me off, I kind of spoke on the fact of me myself. I am an entrepreneur, and I'm in entertainment and stuff. Outside of entertainment, just I'm man, since I've been in, I've just kind of been this energy a little bit of wow, okay, what am I okay, which venture do I need to take on? With this, where am I put this money? Boom, boom, boom. And then they come to find out, hey, buddy, you're going to have your money already going to different places and spaces because that's the whole intention here. So then it's okay, so the ultimate thing is, wow, brother, you just need to be present, centered, and just open to receive. And then also, if anything about thinking ahead of the game for me now, it's just about taxes, familiarize myself with how that's going to go with this crypto thing. Even if they're going to help assist us with that, I still need to become knowledgeable at this point when it comes to that. And then also, other than that, man, that's pretty much it. Because what you think you're gonna do, cool, bro. But what's about to happen, to get 10x that, go ahead and 1,000,000x that, because it is that. So I say this. All right. So the biggest thing that was really hit last night for me, that showed me how much value not only would Juby have, but how much value as a holder and private investor in Juby will have. Is the fact that my man is going to burn over a million Juby, period. Now what that means is, because he's burning some of his, he's a 99% owner of Juby, period. And that's very intentional, because he didn't want the market to be able to have control, the open market with the people, because this isn't futures, right? This is coins. So like the open market, he didn't want them having as much control over the validity of the market. Make sense? Now, what happens is when he's able to burn some of his ownership in coins, it increases the value for the insider or the holder of the Juby coin, because what happens is, as this coin continues to rise through the market in these high market caps, it's going to continue to burn some more. And what that means is, if anybody else wants to get Juby coin in the future continuum, as it's continuing to go on, the only way that they're going to be able to get Juby is from you. Now, how is this different, and how does that kind of, compare to anything just like a futures or anything in that nature? We know that majority of all futures really in trading, whether it be forex in the market, like that is definitely regulated, and the government got their hands on it, corporations got their hands on it, et cetera, et cetera. This is the complete opposite, to where even if these corporations or even the government wanted to get some hands on QB, they would have to go through you or the developer. Does that make sense so far, what I'm saying?
Y'all hear what you said?
That was the question.
And let me make sure that they understand what burning does. When he burns 1 million coins, they're gone. So it creates scarcity. And something is scarce, the value goes up. Right. So when he does that, it's going to jump enormously as well. But I remember here's what I wanted to tell you. I couldn't remember. I'm only sure who all still here. Leonard, you still there?
Hold up. Did you say he's doing a Juby burn?
Yes. I'm trying to make sure everybody is still on to hear this. What I'm going to say. Is Leonard still there?
Yes, sir. Here.
Oh, man, I didn't know you was here. What's up, man?
Okay.
What's up, Keith? What's up, babe?
Benito,
wait.
Is that your nephew, Marcus? Is Marquise?
Hold on. Go ahead.
It's important. Marquise, Damon records calls. So
Yes.
let's let you know that.
Yes. I always record Uncle Benito. I hope that's not a problem for you, bro. So.
Uncle Benito?
No, I'm saying I've been recording the whole time that y'all been talking. I'm into. I thank you, Auntie. Yeah.
Okay. Listen to this guy. Yeah, before I forget this is what I wanted to tell y'all earlier. I keep forgetting. Okay. I forget, and Marquise, you can help jog my memory. He has access to about 20,000 Solana wallets, people who've been buying Solana. Correct. Apparently, he has the ability to go in and see who's been buying Solana. He's going to send them maybe, I don't remember the number, but I'm going to say, just for example's sake, 1,000 Jubies. One Juby? Yes. Okay, he's going to send one Juby to like 23,000 Solana wallets. People that have Solana.
One each. Huh?
So, yes, each one. And what is that? He's going to give it to them free. This is part of the promotional part.
That's smart.
When he opens it up to the public.
That's smart.
Right? One of the things he's going to do, about 20 some odd thousand people who own Solana, he's going to put a Juby in there. He's going to send them a Juby. And what are they going to do? What are they going to do when they see that Juby come in?
They're going to buy more.
They're going to say, "What is this?"
Yeah.
And they're going to go to the chart, right? They're going to put a Juby on Deck Screener, the same thing we get to go see it at, right? And he's going to see this parabolic chart, and they're going to be like, "What is this?" And what are they going to do?
Buy it.
Buy some more.
Buy.
Lot more.
Right. Marquise, now you share with them what he said about the inboxes, the direct messages in his Twitter account.
For sure. I want to ask so I can be aware of how knowledgeable everyone is, just kind of with meme coins and another show. Are y'all all aware of just kind of like how meme coins are typically promoted in the space?
No, we're not.
No. All right, cool. So when it comes to the meme coin space, like I mentioned, it's ran by the people for the people, right? It's not corporations. It's not NASDAQ. There's no SP 500. Any of those, right? So all those markets are controlled for sure to major extents. This market isn't controlled in that aspect, and now it's expanding. Of course, you got bots and things of that nature, but they're not necessarily working out the bots in the best interest. That's why so many coins, they literally just, they die. Now, we call the space the trenches because what that means is just like all these other altcoins that have graduated, they all started out as what we consider to be a shit coin, right? Now, these coins don't have any value starting out, so these start out in the trench space. And as you're starting out in the trench space, the only way to build value for your coin is to either have a product behind your coin, or have a service behind your coin, or have an app behind the coin. Most of the time, those apps are influencing the crypto world, being that you can either filter out the wallets or whether or not the coin is actually going to get rubbed or is it worth investing and all that type of stuff, right? So you got a lot of utility and a lot of self-made pioneers in the game when it comes to coins, and that's why this market is so crazy. When it comes to the development of the coin, a lot of these folks definitely tap in with the public, main hub being Twitch or Twitter, right? It is what it is. No other way. It's not on YouTube. It's not on any other platforms. It's Twitter and Twitch. Now, what happens is when people are able to see these coins in the market based off how they're doing, because people find a value in the coin, what happens is these whales, right, they are on Twitter and they say, "Oh, wow, I like what you got going on with your coin. Hey, we can collaborate." Now, most of these people who trade, people don't trade meme coins alone. Like I said, it's not like futures. You learn a skill set and you just setting up your chart, predicting the market negative. That ain't how it goes. So what happens is that there are tons of communities that have been built. And these communities, the hubs, are in Telegram and Twitter. And what happens is whenever somebody is trying to showcase the coin, build value for it, they go on Twitter and let everybody see them talking to the whales, and even let the people see, hey, okay, this whale, I like what you got going on. They express why they like what you got going on. Boom, boom, boom. And they say, I'm actually going to invest $100K in you. It happens a lot every day, right? Now, what happens from there is it builds popularity through the whales that have these platforms. And the platform is so special because obviously they're a whale. I'm saying they're a major investor in why they're major investors, because of their influence in the social space. How would they have influence in that social space? Because they have an ample amount of a following, right? It's all about popularity. This is all about community. It's all about getting it out there. So what happens is these schools that start in the trenches, as they go on, the only way that they can continue to add value and liquidity as well as market cap is by how the people feel about what they are doing based off their presentation and structure and production and all that. Now, the angle that the developer is going in is not going through the people in that essence of, okay, we're going to go live on Twitter and then be like, boom, 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 show people and then collab with people. No. That's all done. So instead of going to, and then most people don't even have the relationships with folks on Twitter with following. So that's why they try to connect with more people, because these people have hundreds and thousands of followers. If like not 1 million or 200,000, 80K, that is all very important and it matters, period, point blank. One thing that he showed folks is that dude on the Twitter end, he said, look, and this is definitely for people that he knows are knowledgeable of the crypto world and space of meme coins or coins in of itself, altcoins. What he said was, look, guys, let me show y'all the DMs. So y'all can go on Twitter, y'all can see who's following me or whatever, just retweet it or maybe comment. But you can't see who's DMing me and what they're saying. So what he did for everybody was he went through all his list over time that he's had in DMs for specifically Juby and what they were saying. Now, what these whales, these investors, what they were saying to him is pretty much like, hey, I like what you got going on here. I see the value. Please connect. You might see that one time. You might see the same guy DM him 4 times over the time period. Then you see more people coming in. What's significant about these people that are DMing him is the fact that these people already have 80K, 90K, 100K, 300K to, 1 million followers. Now, what this means is when we are going to go ahead and release open public the coin, he's not trying to accumulate people who have impact in the culture, which is on these social platforms. He already has that, and the people that are DMing him are actually major competitors in this market. So there are certain names that if you're not in it, it don't matter. If you've never been, it don't matter. But what does matter for you to know is that when we go public, that over 15 to 20 different outlets that have over 80K to 100K are absolutely on board and ready to blast out Juby going public. And that's what's going to also provide value for the Juby coin, because these people who are connecting with him and doing business and trying to build relationship, they have major influence and value influence and trusted influence. So that's what creates the difference between another coin that's been starting out in the trenches, trying to build value and how this usually goes, guys, is like it happens over months or over a week or 2 weeks, right? And most people in these coin spaces are trying to develop relationships literally in front of everybody, and then they're getting DMs and then trying to work with this person and then trying to make it make sense or trying to prove that this coin makes sense. That's not where we're at here. That's not what we got going on. That's not what we're doing. So when you go public, not only, of course, on the dexes that Uncle Benito was talking about, like the dex that he was saying is all the coins are there. You have any different platforms.
You make sure you got to define what dex is too, because they don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, cool. So
I use the out here like don't you right?
A dex is pretty much a platform where everybody can go and see openly where coins are, whether they're new, whether they are kind of intermediate graduating, and then up to the point of just complete graduation, right? So when you're trying to find a coin for these people who are trying to trade meme coins and make money, they go on these DEX platforms to actually get the coin, which is the CV of the coin, which is like the ID of the coin, and then they can paste it in whatever exchange they use or whatever wallet that they're using to buy that coin. That makes sense so far?
Mm-hmm.
So once that happens, also on these platforms, like these, which are called DEXs, what happens is they also have a whole system to where you can see which coins are trending. And based off the trend, it provides you a level, it provides the public and your coin a level of access to build popularity to where then it hits the news outlets and then it's hitting other DEXs and then it's hitting, so that's just how it goes. This is how it goes in the process of the coins. So on these DEXs, once it's already on the DEX, it's already on these DEXs. You can find the Juby coin on the DEXs. What's going to happen once we launch and what's going to happen because of these major platforms that are already looked at as credible whales in the space, once they start releasing the fact that they are aware of the Juby coin, they might try to flex and act like they're a part of it. They might not be. That's how it goes. At the end of the day, that's what's going to drive it up to these DEXs being trending at number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. It really trends from like 1 to 40. So once that happens, man, it's ridiculous enough for there. And I'm not gonna try to express more because right now we don't know how crazy it's gonna be. But just know that when it comes to you trying to understand, if you're trying to understand what's gonna happen when it goes public, the last thing you should be worried about is it going to, for lack of terms, shit, which is how we see it in the space of the trenches. It's not going to end up being a So the value here is the fact that, yes, popularity-wise, whether it be media-wise, social-wise, all that is covered on all bases, right? Now, that's a big thing and that's a good thing, but we're not worried about that for real. And why is because, well, we also know that he's a part of, he also has business partnerships from investors that aren't on these social platforms and that do have connections to whether it be media press, major media press and release, which is the biggest important thing, as well as these outlets of whether it be like their News and Observer or these websites or social media places where it's like the promotion is going to come up from there too. And that's because he has not only political, government, or whether just your just investors who are, we consider them whales, who have been in the market and they have a high amount of Bitcoin, Solana, whatever it is, to actually help affect the market. The popularity of this coin is coming from one space is what I'm trying to say. And that's not normal though. So don't think that's normal because it isn't normal. It's not normal. It doesn't usually go like that. Me personally, I understood when I seen this whole thing that you broke it down and showed me everything. It didn't take much. Even for Bobby, because he's been in the space a little bit as well for sure. It didn't really take much to kind of get us convicted because we've been in the space and we understand like how quick, like most coins do, they don't last. Like you gotta understand, there's over 30,000 coins that are being created every day. It's not hard to create a meme coin. Not hard to create a meme coin, right? Most people today, what they're doing is because once the market started going down, everybody got in that fight fear mode, whatever. They're like, people thought Solana's price is going to pump all the way to zero. I knew that wasn't going to happen. That's ridiculous. Either way, the media pushed that fear monger as well and all that. And that's all intentional, right? Now, what happens is like, what's the fact that, okay, we keep saying meme coin because that's how it started out. But guys, like, Juby isn't a meme coin anymore. Like, and Juby has already graduated from being a meme coin. It's now an altcoin, really, and then it's going to be a major coin, right? So the whole burning of the Juby, all this, and the whole me talking about who's following him on Twitter, who've already been inboxing him on Twitter, their major following, their influence. Like, all of this is saying to you guys to express the fact of how much value is already in this coin, how many people are already have invested and are going to be invested in it, and that when it goes out to the public is only scratching or getting a little bit. So what happens is, what they're doing is adding to our liquidity. So, like, what I mean by, like, liquidity, that means, like, the liquidity pool is, like, from the amount of when the coin started all the way up to where it's at its current market cap. And when it's public, people can only get in at a certain level because they're just finding out about it. Just like what happened to Trump. Now, the difference is between he's not anybody that's part to rug pool. That's not the order here. What happened to the Trump coin, definitely got rubbed. Right? Same thing with Melania. The Melania Trump coin is where really the market that got it going crazy in the first place. And then after that, we got hit with DeepSeek coming out with a new OpenAI, like OpenAI, like a software that's like ChatGPT, right? So DeepSeek and OpenAI competing right now. That's China, and then OpenAI America. You know what I'm saying? So all that hit the market at one time. So then that's why we're seeing all this, everything that went down and plummeted below. But that was intentional for these majors, and they knew that it's intentional because what happens is when the coin goes down, they're able to get in more volume of cash. But then when it gets up above price, they're already 30xing their profits. That's because they're knowledgeable in it. You know what I'm saying? For us, nobody's gonna be able to get in and then snipe and take our coin to the floor. It's not happening. Why? Because he's a 99% holder of the coin. So not only is he 99% holder of the coin, he's also burning his shares, and then we also have our shares. So that's how it all connects in terms of the value of you, not just the Doobie coin, it's you at this point. That's why, like, you tell whoever you want to in good business, but if they're not good business, it's best to keep quiet. But it's going to keep your value is going to go up. Right? So it's like, I don't want to keep going because I can go in a rabbit hole, but I want to make sure like everybody's kind of following what I'm saying currently right now. Does it make sense? If it doesn't make sense, it's fine.
Yeah, it's going to be promoted extremely aggressively at a point in time. One of the things that some people have questions about is how and when they will be able to experience a withdrawal. And what we've been told is that at the end of 1,000 hours, which is going to happen on the 13th of March, the private opportunity group for people to join will have ended. No one can get in after that date. And he's already created a smart contract, which is when at that point in time, things good, it's going to automatically send to your phantom wallet 10% of what you own.
How much?
Automatically.
How much?
Yes.
Based on 10%.
10?
10%
Okay.
of where you enter that at the market. So if you got
10% of your value.
10% of the value from where you got in.
Of your value. Yes. Of your value based on, like you said, where you got in. And so, and we'll probably either mention something about establishing a schedule. But again, we all know that that's going to be based on the market conditions, right? So some of you are asking questions. So one of the things you need to have done is, again, scour. Like you study for a class. Scour that PDF. And all the information is constantly being updated. It's not the same that it was 2 weeks ago. It's not the same that it was a week ago. They're constantly improving it. There is a frequently asked questions section on it now. And if you dig, like finding gold, you'll even find the email address by which you can take your phantom wallet address. You need to send it to them so they can connect your address and your account to a smart contract that will automatically pay you, withdraw for you, and deposit jubies into your Phantom wallet. So if you do not have a Phantom wallet, you can learn and find out how to get a Phantom wallet as you scour, like searching for, like, you ever went to church and they have those scavenger hunts? They take you out to the park and you just try to find a leaf from a maple tree and find a leaf from an oak tree. Well, you're on a scavenger hunt now in that document. You're on a scavenger hunt to go in there and find out where the email address is. Look in the frequently asked questions section, and somewhere in there you're going to find the email address to the facilitator, and you will find out how to get a Phantom wallet. And you'll get your Phantom wallet, and you'll find your Phantom wallet address, and you'll take that address and you will email it to the facilitator's email address. They will get it tonight, and they won't be wondering where's Benito's. I don't see Benito's Phantom wallet address. How can I send him his money on the 13th or thereafter? How can I send him his Juby? And we don't have his Phantom wallet address, right? So the announcement was made last night on the live feed and on the live event that we all have to have a Phantom wallet. We should take our Phantom wallet address and email it to the facilitator so that they can connect your Phantom wallet address to the smart contract that's going to automatically send your jubies, your 10% initial withdrawal of jubies, to your Phantom wallet. Now, the next question is,
Benito, clarity, please. I set up my Phantom wallet, even though I got to a certain place after I set up everything. I'm not understanding that portion. I'll get back to that another time. But when you say send the address, it's kind of set up like Cash App. So the Phantom name that's on my Phantom account, is that what you're saying the address is?
Go ahead and address that.
So that's I'm sorry, I didn't even catch your name, ma'am. How are you?
This is Mary.
Okay, Mary, how are you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. So with the Phantom wallet, pretty much when you go in there, you're going to be able to see a box that says receive, right?
Yeah.
And in that box, you have different types of coins, chains, which is really a chains. And you got Solana, Ethereum, you got
I saw all of that.
So what you're going to do is on that far right side, where you see those two squares that are doubled right there.
Yeah.
You're going to tap that and you're going to copy. That's what we're going to copy it. And it should say copied as soon as you tap it. It says copied in purple letter. Right.
Okay.
And then once you copy that for yourself, if you want to keep it in a different space, you can put it in your notes on your phone. But that's going to be what you put in that email to the facilitator.
Okay.
All right. And then when you send that, he's going to receive it. And then he has your name already. You filled out the information, right? After you sent the money, your initial investment.
Right.
He's going to be able, because he already knowing your place of where you entered in at which market cap that you got in there. That makes sense what I'm saying? So once you do that, get your address, he's going to put that associated, like Uncle Benito was saying, associated with your account. So then that's going to be able to be where they're going to send your funds to, right? And then you'll be able to keep it, hold it, swap it, sell to USD or whatever, right? But that's where the money is going to get sent to, the coins is going to get sent to. It's going to get sent to that Solana address because the Juby coin, this Juby coin, is on the Solana chain.
Okay.
So that's.
Go ahead.
No, you're okay.
Okay, so when I was doing like when I send Bitcoins back and forth, sometimes the exchange, the fee is what I'm concerned about. There would seem to not be any type of regulation on the Bitcoin, or even when I go to a Bitcoin machine, they can take, because I called and asked them about it, the more money you want to send, the more they take out. They said they could take out anywhere from 15% to 50%. How are we going to have any type of control or, on this new thing?
So we're talking about the Phantom wallets. I don't want to really expand to being able to control how much slippage or gas fees that you use. It depends on each platform, right?
Right.
With the Phantom wallet, typically the fees don't exceed over really like $5 to sometimes $10. That's something you can't necessarily avoid. You have to pay that exchange fee.
That's fine.
But that's you wouldn't have to worry about 50%. Now it's also depending on anybody who's saying that. It depends on where that person is.
They were in Atlanta.
Oh no! I was saying regarding like the platform. That's what.
Okay.
So like there's also other exchanges. That's what I mean by those platforms. They're called exchanges, and they're set up. Pretty much all of them are set up through Telegram. It's not something that's online. So what they do is you have an opportunity to control how much gas fees or how much slippage that you're able to pay to sell. And the only reason why that's important is because most people try to get out at the same time. So all that's about is if you want to get out quicker or faster than everyone else, would be number one, or number two, you will have to pay more gas fees, but that only depends on where you enter the market. So say like us, if we were on those exchanges and you entered the market at like 100K or 200K or 500K,
right,
and it goes up and then it's going to hit the open market, you're not worried about gas fees. You have enough currency accumulated that whenever you're selling, it's not going to hurt your value of how much money you have in there already. You're only going to be selling 10% either way. Now, I'm getting into a whole other thing, but it's not necessarily important right now because you guys aren't on that side of it. So you're not going to have to worry about all that. So good thing for you, the only thing that you'd be worried about is just making sure you get that wallet. So then when you get that money sent and you want to sell it or swap it, yeah, you're going to have gas fees, but it's not going to be major, and it's definitely not going to take
well, that's the main thing, is that it's not going to be major, and that we'll be able to convert it to American dollars.
USD, USDC, yes, ma'am.
Amen.
Now, let me say this. Now, Marquise, today is Sunday, right? Marquise, what time do you leave out for work in the morning?
I leave out for work in the morning. Typically, I try to get out of here by like 10 o'clock. I ride up the street. I work at 10:30.
Okay. My wife usually hits the streets about 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, right? She's my crypto wallet person, right? What you just explained, Marquise, she could have explained the same thing, but so I should get that knowledge myself, but I got her. So she handles all that, right? But she's out all day, early morning, so she's not available. When she gets home, she's tired, right? And she's been on this call earlier, and she was sharing her information and so forth. But I can't answer the questions that Marquise just answered. I cannot answer what Alicia can answer. But she won't say this, but she expects me to say this. If you all need her, explain how to do any of that. Understand that we haven't withdrawn yet, and so we're on our grind out of necessity. So if she gets on a call, she ain't gonna say it, but I'm gonna tell you, she gonna get on the call and take usually upwards of an hour or more. She has to be compensated. So before if you want to ask her, unless she's agreed to do a class, even at that rate, something needs to be hitting her Cash App account or mine on behalf of her, because we're tired. Because we are grinding for our subsistence daily. We're in that kind of situation right now. And although we're very excited about this opportunity, nobody wants to get home after grinding all day and then have to be on the phone for hours trying to teach people how to navigate this stuff. So we know that it's a necessity. We got to learn how to do it. Just if she gets involved, make sure you're prepared to send something Cash App upwards of $20 for an hour. I'm serious. She ain't gonna say it, but I'm saying it. Okay. If you do, and if you got some other people, make sure they're there too. So, but make sure they're all sending. In other words, make it worth her while to take the time in her meeting when she wants to rest. Okay.
And to stress on what Uncle Benito is saying, just to kind of provide more value from this angle, is the fact that, like, even what I'm expressing to you guys right now, I'm not saying it's not the same for me. But either way, like, being able to regurgitate or be able to, like, really integrate the information that we get from the developer and then be able to use our own understanding, it does take education on our own part. And also, I'm on a different side of this thing. I've been on the public side for some time. I've invested in meme coins. I'm also part of communities where we trade together and educate each other. This isn't a space where people necessarily even educate themselves or even trade alone. Okay? So it is a lot of information, and you can remember some, but this is the biggest thing to what he's trying to say in the degree. And I say this to people that I also help as well. The thing is, guys, that this is a money opportunity, and you're going to get the money, yes, but it's not about just you getting the money. This is a skill set as well, right? And with this, especially being that you're going to get as much money that you're getting from your investment, it is. I tell my mother the same thing. She can back it up if she like, but I get on my mother the same way. I don't really play about it. Education is the most important thing. And if you decide to educate yourself or just immerse yourself, to go online, whether it's YouTube or whether it's Reddit or whether it's just Google and tapping into other spaces, it is a good chance that you will miss out on opportunities when it comes to even taking profit or even knowing how to, or even knowing how to even swap US, like your from Phantom wallet, how you can get from your cash from Phantom into your bank account. Also knowing your bank system. Does it take 1 to 3 business days for your bank, or is it instant? Right? Is your, based off how it is, do you have a limit for your deposits into that bank account? Right? So these are the things that are it is not the facilitator's job. It is definitely not the developer's job to educate the people that are. This is a whole. You are your own entity of business in and of yourself, and it is important that you educate yourself on the matters that be of what you are involved in, because you are going to be making a lot of money, and when you're going to be able to help people, or if you decide to tell people about the opportunity, just know once you get to the point where you find you're going to be sharing the opportunity, you need to be aware and knowledgeable of how the process is, as well as the process after of investment. Because what's going to happen, and I guarantee it, what's going to happen is that the people that you do bring on, and they get in this money and they start moving around tax fees or anything, what does it mean? Like, once you, like, where are they looking for in taxes in the first place? When you're swapping on the exchange, you're not getting taxed for that. Once it leaves from that wallet and going into USD and transferring into your bank account, then they are able to trace where that money is going, right? Now, one thing that he's doing as well, I can mention to help you guys know too, is that, there are some things that are happening that could help in that payment process to where you're not having to deal with your bank, right? But that's going to be coming along with time. Don't bank on that though, okay? Bank on the fact of you knowing how you could facilitate your money, how you invest your money, and withdraw your money. Make sense, guys?
Right.
Yes.
I have a Benito. Benito, before you move on, can I ask Auntie if she is available? Because I got $50, $60 personally, and I got 5 other individuals who wanted to get started tomorrow. So could we do a course tomorrow afternoon? When she got home?
I'll confirm with her. She stepped out for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I'll confirm that with you and let you know either by text or whatever. After we get off the call, if I have to call you back or whatever.
All right, yeah. So I already got 50, and I'm talking about like 4. I'm talking like 4 o'clock. Maybe
4
like
p.m.
4 p.m. to
Eastern.
6 Eastern. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Benito. Hey, how much you say, brother? How many people did you say you were bringing?
I got 5 confirmed for tomorrow, but I'm gonna be doing an event all day tomorrow leading up to it to get more people to be on that thing. So I already got 5, but I plan to have way more people getting involved and then needing help navigating all of the stuff, technical stuff, because
that's gonna be a lot. So it's definitely gonna be in your best interest as well to even just start kind of layerizing yourself with the PDF tonight or the Google Drive that has all the information about the steps that they're gonna have to take.
Oh no, the facilitator just did a whole. He walked me through like 2 hours the other night. Yeah. He got me on point. I'm straight. Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Damon. I'll get with her.
Yeah, we ready. We ready to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Because we, me, you, Damon, and all of us, we'll get on the phone.
Yeah.
And we'll spend 3 hours and ain't nothing. But she not built that way. Yeah,
and I already got somebody doing a 8:30 a.m. to 9 for me every morning. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna do Auntie to close the people out that we started with in the morning. You know what I'm saying? So okay. I got people who don't know anything about Bitcoin, who not familiar with digital wallets and none of that.
And to give a gist of like why I'm saying and what I'm saying to put a little bit more value to how we're discussing this with Benito, like if you wouldn't mind, like even my mother, like helping my mother in this process, even just with the facilitation of the Phantom wallet in and of itself.
Yeah.
I mean, me making sure that my mom was even able to get $50 and then her learning the fees that it takes this from your shopping.
Right.
Like,
exactly.
If they're coming in with $50, they should be aware that it's not going to be $50.
Yes. That's exactly what I'm hiring her to do, to teach them.
And it took me and my mom to help my mom over the phone, not being in person. That took a matter about $5 hours.
Wow.
It took forever. It's a lot.
Are you serious, bro?
The capacity of how they able to have stress, how they able to handle all those things come into play. So
what you said 5 hours?
Oh yeah. It was a lot. It was a lot going on. It was me. And it's also wait. It was also me on too. It was like, hold on, wait. You take this, you can go there. Okay, wait. I'm wrong. And then me. I'm scared. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me make sure I understand because I'm scared I'm gonna lose some money. I'm scared I'm gonna do it wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then how she buying Solana, like how are they gonna buy, like how they're buying Solana?
Yeah.
Like it matters because and even how some people might have on the Phantom wallet, if you people don't know, if you buy Bitcoin on the Phantom wallet, your intention is to swap Bitcoin for Solana, it's not happening.
You can't do it. That's why it took so many hours.
Wow.
That's why it took so many hours.
I was trying to make sure that so the whole campaign switched from me making sure that my mother wasn't going to lose more money. To figure out what was the best way to swap her Bitcoin to another coin to be able to exchange that
with Solana.
to
So what was the solution? Can you share that with us? What was the solution?
Well, we had to end up swapping. We had to swap her Bitcoin and send her Bitcoin. We didn't swap it. We actually had to send it to a whole nother wallet on a whole nother platform.
Yeah.
Coinbase.
Did you do it with USD? Did you have to convert it?
No. Okay. So she had to send her Bitcoin to the Bitcoin chain on Coinbase.
Okay.
Okay. Right? And I've got that.
She lost more money having to do that. And then from there, she had to swap the Bitcoin into
Solana on Coinbase.
Yeah.
On Coinbase.
Yeah.
And then transfer that Solana
back to the Phantom wallet. Yeah, and she lost money. And she lost money on that. And she lost money on that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so because I lost a lot of fees. I mean, not like thousands. Ain't like I had that type of money. But I'm saying, I lost all kinds of fees. We had to break it down.
Yeah.
We didn't even know that was going to happen.
Yeah.
So I was a guinea pig big time. That
oh yeah.
Because I brought my Bitcoin from a Cash App.
Mm-hmm.
I took it from Cash App, and then we had to go through all these different, changes to get it all the way over to Phantom. It took so much processing.
Yeah.
And then when him teaching me how to do all this stuff, because you got to do like one thing you buy, another thing you can just swap.
Mm-hmm.
People don't know that they wasting money.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I had already bought before my teaching on my own. I had already bought Solana and XRP some weeks before, right? And Ethereum.
Yeah.
So I already had Solana. So then on my own without him, and I was so proud that I did on my own and then text him, I know how I did it, and then I sent him my screenshot where I was able to do the whole process from Coinbase to Phantom and buy my Juby, the extra Juby. I had bought some more. And I did all my own. This is after me and him did all this stuff for hours and stuff. Then I went on my own and did my part and then screenshot it. I was proud like I was the child. Look, pop up.
Good job, man. Good job getting mama straight. Good job.
It's a process. It is something. It is because you got people who got stuff all over the place. You got to know how to. It's intricate. You have to know how to do it.
Yep. And I got a sister like that. That I'm definitely trying to get involved, but she don't know anything about, like, she's not tech savvy at all. That's one of the main people that
makes it even harder. That just makes it
I got several individuals like that who they just not tech savvy at all. So we gonna
be careful because when everything go to haywire, best believe they might get upset and then they're like, I had intended for this much to be there.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. It is what it is. And that's just how the crypto market goes.
Yeah.
There's some things to accept. And there's some things to learn.
Let them know they're going to lose some money moving the money over.
Yeah, we're going to let them know.
Lose money moving it over.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
We're going to let them know. Yeah, for sure. I appreciate it.
If I can interject here, if people would, or if we would lead into explaining this whole process, is to let people know it's like learning a whole different language.
Yes.
But it's financial language, but it's still like going to a foreign country or whatever, because we have to learn how processes work, just like we would if we went to another country. We have to learn how they process information or things and this and that. And so if they have to switch their mind from understanding in an American English style and say, you're getting ready to go on a journey right now and learn how to do things differently.
Correct. If y'all are helping people too, it would be in your best interest to send them an email with links that literally show them too. And it is their responsibility. Like, y'all are not, like, it's their responsibility, man. And it's not on you, and it's not on anybody else that's working with you trying to help people get on. This is a preparation, meet the opportunity type of thing. And if you weren't prepared, that's okay. But that means that you have to be accountable and learn. And So it'd be best interest for you guys if y'all are going to be helping people get on and all that good stuff, which should happen. It's like, okay, go ahead and find some YouTube video that just explains the basic process of how they can put money into their Phantom wallet in the first place. And then what does it mean to swap? And then, you know, because if not, you know, you're going to have to answer those yourself.
Yeah, okay.
I'm stressed out.
That's good information.
Yeah.
That's great
I'm glad
information.
you all sharing that because you all heard Alicia on the call here a few minutes ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she wants it to help to work for everybody, you know. But as some of you know, I'm going through financial crisis. It's a unique situation with me. And so my wife was looking at me like, and we, you know, everything what we're doing from day to day to survive is a necessity.
Yeah.
And she gets up early in the morning, she goes out, she grinds, doing some very menial things. And if she's going to get on a call,
right, it got to be worth a while.
Whatever.
Yeah.
You know, it's got to make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So she'll give her input and everything as we're talking like right now. But when she starts trying to teach, she just, you know, she just can't afford. I can't afford for her energy to be where it is.
Yeah.
The only way she's gonna really do that is that she's got to be compensated. So you all just, you know, if she's gonna be doing that, she ain't gonna say it to y'all. So I'm telling you, she's gonna say it to me, right? So already know,
gotcha.
Already prepare, be ready to send a cash app.
Yes, sir.
Okay? You know, for everybody that she's going to be working with, that she is using not just one person. You follow me?
Yes, sir.
If I can generally get her to come to the table.
All right. Send me her cash app. I'm gonna get the numbers to y'all, and 4 o'clock I'll have a list of people and their cash app.
Hers got jammed up, so it's gonna have to be mine.
I send it to you. Yeah, it don't matter.
She was helping so many people with high perverters.
Mm-hmm.
They messed up her cash app because we tell people don't ever put anything in the middle section of cash app. Yeah. Leave it blank. So she lost her cash app trying to help people.
Yeah.
And they would not follow instructions. Right? Yeah. So it has to be my cash app.
All right.
Hey, Benita, you got Zelle? I can send a Zelle.
Yeah, she had Zelle.
PayPal, like you said, on Zelle.
No PayPal. No PayPal. No PayPal.
Okay.
What's wrong with PayPal, Benito? Do I need to stop using it too?
No, you don't have to stop using it, but PayPal made some changes. They were letting a person pay with a debit card without having a PayPal account themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They stopped that recently.
Oh.
So they asked you to use your PayPal account. Everybody don't have a PayPal account. They used to just let them use their debit card. They stopped that recently. So if a person don't have a PayPal account that's using their debit card, they can't debit their account.
Okay.
They can't use the card.
Mm-hmm.
They can use the debit card unless they themselves have a PayPal account as well.
Yeah.
They changed it recently.
All right.
Yeah. So pretty much the biggest thing to remember is no matter whatever they're sending, nothing needs to be in the subject line because we all know what it's going towards.
Right. All right, I gotta run, y'all. Good talking to y'all. Appreciate y'all. Tonight was great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wait, hold on, Ricky, before you leave.
Yes.
Are you still there? You ain't gonna
I'm
get
here.
it? You still there?
Yes.
The one thing I want to say is it's very important to remember that we have to keep we actually calling him the facilitator, the what you call him, Marquis? The developer. Is we have to protect him. So we have to protect him at all costs. So none of his name, just say that developer. Don't tell too much of the business. We have to protect him. That's all. That's all I had to say.
Right.
Yes, ma'am. That's right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. That's all.
All right, then we'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Talk to y'all tomorrow.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Thank you, Benita.
Thank you all.